So today I'm doing something very exciting, although it doesn't feel exciting to me because it's terrifying. But I'm off to the Aran Islands. I'm going to Inishmore, but I'm getting a plane over. And if you don't know, I'm absolutely terrified of flying. But they've been very kind here at Air Aran to fly me and a friend over. And we're literally at the airport. Massive free car park. Airport is literally a little building. And I'm absolutely terrified right now. It's only a 7-minute flight though. It's like the second quickest flight from Ireland, within Ireland. So I only have to be terrified for 7 minutes. And that seems doable. So we're gonna go and you're gonna get to come along with me.
I actually found flying to the Aran Islands such a cool experience. From parking the car to walking inside, getting checked in and boarding the plane, it can literally all be done in about 15 minutes. Like, this is literally the size of the airport that you have to go through. It's tiny. The check-in desk is straight inside the door and they actually have to weigh you to make sure your weight is correctly distributed on the plane, which is a little bit scary but also really funny because no one likes to get weighed in front of other people. From there you walk all of 10 steps to the waiting area to be called to your flight. For some reason, everyone was so excited to be flying over. Like, considering flying is a normal thing for people, there is just something about getting this short 7-minute flight over that had everyone really giddy and excited. I found that my normal flying nerves were actually almost completely absent, and I really got sucked into the excited atmosphere. Although I have to say, I was so happy to be right behind the pilot to see him flying because that really put me at ease. I actually have a full reel on my flying experience from the perspective of someone who's afraid of flying, so I will link that below.
Something to say, but you keep it instead for a rainy day. You say you got something to say, and it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. You say that good things take time, and so they do.
Arrived on Inishmore. Our flight was only 7 minutes. Now it was a bit of a bumpy ride in places, but it was all right. But anyway, we're staying in the Kilronan Hostel, which is just up there. So we're gonna get settled in and then we're gonna go to the Wormhole. So we rented bikes for the day. It cost €20 each for a bike for the full day. We're now cycling to the Wormhole, which I'll tell you about shortly. But look at the view. So I'm currently on the coastal road down to aonghasa, but I can't stop stopping the bike because, like, look at the views here.
Okay, so the Wormhole is not the easiest to find, but we basically follow Google Maps, which brought us down a narrow dirt road. Eventually we stopped because we found a pile of bikes resting against the stone walls and we thought this must be a good sign. We headed through the fields and eventually came to the cliffs, and you're literally looking right down on the Wormhole. Now, if you want to get right down to the area where people jump, you have to walk along the cliffs until you come to an area where you can get right down. Now, I'm not recommending that anyone actually jumps off because it can be incredibly dangerous, but it was really fun sitting watching everyone jump in. Once again, the atmosphere was just great on Inishmore. Everyone was really encouraging and cheering everyone else when they jumped in. And of course, Killian jumped in as well.
How was that? Right. Yeah? So Killian just jumped into the wormhole. How was it?
I'm still shaking. It was very scary. I'm not sure I'd do it again.
You did it twice though.
Yeah, but like, I'd have to, like, I know how bad it is now and I'd have to be thinking about it all the way back.
You're meant to be encouraging the people watching.
I would say do it though. Do it once. Do everything once and jump from the highest point you can jump in because it's really deep and it's fine. Make sure to hold your nose. Don't hold your arms out like this because you'll end up with red hands and arms.
Because that's the mistakes that Killian made.
And you'll be really loud hitting the water if you do that.
Are your arms still red?
Yeah, I think so.
Honestly, one of the best things about this island is just the incredible landscape that you're looking at as you travel around. There is exposed limestone everywhere and you're constantly looking out at the rest of the island and the ocean as you make your way around. On the way back we stopped off at the seal colony again to spot a few cuties in the water, and after delicious fish and chips at the Bayview restaurant we headed out to watch sunset. Day 2 started out with one of my favourite activities, which is just looking around all the tour shops. I literally love looking at all the little bits on offer, and of course I had to add another Aran jumper to my collection. How could I not buy an Aran jumper on one of the Aran Islands? Like, it doesn't make sense. So we headed out to a lesser touristy spot called aonghasa. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Now my Irish is a little bit rusty, but apparently it means the bath of the dream, and it was absolutely dreamy. For the afternoon we headed to aonghasa, which is a hill fort on the edge of the cliffs. Now it was a tough old walk up there in the heat, but the views are absolutely worth it. It was €5 to visit, by the way.
Oh my god, help me. I said help.
Now stopping off at Kilronan beach for a dip is a must, especially after walking and cycling in the heat all day.
Extra dramatic.
The beach is just beautiful and it's the perfect way to cool down before cycling back to Kilronan again. For our last night we headed out for another sunset walk, this time towards the Black Fort, and we ended up at this cool sea stack. Now I can't find the name for this, but it was really easy to find when you're just following the signs for the Black Fort. From there it was time to get one more night's sleep and say goodbye to the island. Kilronan Hostel was great and I absolutely recommend this, by the way. Perfect location, very affordable and amazing views.
So, my time in Inishmore has come to an end, just waiting for the bus back to the airport because we're getting the plane back to Connemara. Now, I had the best weekend. I've already been in the group chat planning my return because honestly, it's absolutely gorgeous here, especially when the weather is like this. And I just want to say thank you so much to Aran and Kilronan Hostel for literally the best weekend. It was absolutely incredible and I will be back.